It's only Wednesday, and I can't remember the last time we had this sad of a week in the alternative scene. Punk and metal scene right now isn't looking too hot, all right? We lost Adam from the Dropout Kings the other day, which, by the way, I'm gonna leave a GoFundMe link to his family in the description. And today, we lost Nik Nocturnal. But, well, hold on. Wait, Nik Nocturnal wasn't dead. Let me make that clear. He's not dead, but he is taking an indefinite hiatus from content. This is a video with no script, all right? I don't even have notes. I just watched the video, and this is gonna be off the cuff, off the heart. Nik Nocturnal, very important to the metal and punk scene in the internet side of things. Every niche has a top dog, and Nik Nocturnal, I'd say, was that top dog. A lot of people on the internet that aren't even really into cool music know who he is, all right? You got huge YouTubers he works with all the time. He just did a collab with Moist Critical, right? I did a Moist meter on that, by the way. But anyway, he, I think, is a very important part for the punk and metal scene, and it's very sad to see him go. But why is he leaving? He's leaving because he never had a vacation, all right? Homie is burnt out, and he has this unhealthy relationship with content. Like something bad happens in his life, like let's say somebody passes in his family, which, by the way, this is all for the video. I'm giving you the TLDR. I encourage you to watch this video if you haven't. But he mentions how like he has a passing in the family, and his solution is make content. Okay, that is crazy. His solution isn't, yeah, let me go mourn, let me go hang out with someone. It's let me get this stream going, let me get this video going, and that is very unhealthy. I love seeing how passionate he is about content, and you can tell, all right? You can tell he is the face for the metal and punk community when it comes to the streaming side of things, and he does a really good job, okay? He did the Metal Music Awards, he hosts events, he just did like a super cool thing for smaller bands recently. He did a battle of the bands with a cash prize. That was like a week or two ago, and it was awesome. It was super cool to see. This guy, he's not your regular react guy. He's not the type of guy, oh look, new song, here comes a breakdown, that chorus is catchy. He actually makes original content, and he's really good at it. Listen, I don't mean to keep glazing on the guy, but I feel like he is a very good representation, a really good mascot, a really good face for the internet side of metal and punk, all right? Because a lot of people, me included, pretty negative. I'm a negative Nancy. I like to talk my shit. I like to swing my swings, but Nik here, he's very brand safe, okay? He's very friendly. He has connections in the industry with big bands. He has a podcast where he talks to all these huge guests, and it's super cool to see. Now, him leaving, what does this mean for the scene? What does it mean for him? What does it mean for you and I? I said you and I meant you and I, sorry. But let's start with him, all right? He's the important guy. He's the one we're talking about. It's a good thing for him, all right? Again, he mentions how he has this unhealthy relationship with content, with streaming, with videos. So he needs to take this step back and really reevaluate himself, his life, really kind of put his priorities straight, to put his priorities in check, okay? For him, it really sounds like content is his priority, when the reality is his priority should be himself, and then maybe his wife, and then maybe content, right? But it's not like that for him. He puts it ahead of everything, and the issue with that is like, yeah, sure, it's good because, you know, he's just creating, growing his brand, feeding you and I. But the thing is, he doesn't have time to focus on his mental or physical health, his standing with the people he loves and cares about. Like, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he hangs out with people, but unless he doesn't. But the thing is, he really has to focus on himself and make sure that he's good. How is Nik doing? All right. Nik's community is doing fine. We're thriving, bro. The Nik Nocturnal community is doing more than okay. All right. But how about Nik himself? He hasn't given us an exact time when he's going to come back to content, but I really think he's been going on for 11 years nonstop, grind. I really think that he should take his time. I don't want him to give us a date like, hey, I'll be back this date, because the issue with that is the pressure, and he's gonna feel like, okay, I gotta do this, that, and the third before I come back. With this like open door thing, like, yeah, you can come back whenever you want, take your time. He can actually do that. He can focus on himself. He can do what he gotta do. I really do hope he takes this time to find out a little bit more on himself, like maybe pick up another hobby, maybe get some more inspiration for some more content, which a lot of people don't talk about. It like that is a wall that every creator deals with, right? Like, okay, what is the next move? No, a small move, big move, medium move. What's a move for the brand? What am I gonna do today to feed the overall Nik Nocturnal brand? Little things from what are we doing on stream to big things like who's the next collab? What's the next channel? What's the next like merch drop? And it's very easy to run out of ideas, man. Like sometimes you gotta take inspiration from outside. For example, when I do thumbnails, what I keep in mind for the main channel at least is when I make a thumbnail, I'm like, okay, would this look good on a billboard, right? I look at billboards. I know it's weird, but billboards are made to grab your attention. I take inspiration from billboards that are on the fucking highway. You know, it's stupid, but it works. I stopped watching YouTube videos. Like I still do, obviously, but most of the time I'm listening or watching shows on Netflix or Hulu. Why? So I can take inspiration from like mainstream media to help bring it to YouTube. You might not see that on the second channel because it's literally just fucking slop, but on the main channel, I am hyper aware of what makes a good story, what song is fitting in the background here, blah, 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 right? And I can't do that from watching other YouTube videos. I take that from taking inspiration. I can do that by taking inspiration from something else, which I really hope Nik is able to do here. Even like listening to music or playing basketball, right? You come up with ideas when you're just focusing on one thing, your mind just goes. When you take a shower, I'm sure you either watch videos or listen to videos or listen to music. Do me a favor. While you're in the shower, next time you're in the shower, don't listen to anything. Sit there with you, the shower, and your thoughts. Ideas are gonna fucking flow. They are going to rapid speed, boom, boom, boom. But if you keep going and going and going like Nik does, you're going to burn out. 1, because you're gonna run out of ideas. 2, because there's a lot of pressure. 3, you just relax. You gotta relax. So with all that being said, yeah, I think he deserves this. I think he earned it. And even now, right? Like, we're gonna get to it in a bit. He didn't want to leave us like with blue balls. He planned this hiatus. He left us with a fucking EP. Again, I don't mean to glaze him, but he's a machine and we do need someone like him. We do need a face for the internet side of metal and punk. Now, what does this mean for our scene? So it does mean a few things. With Nik Nocturnal gone, people are going to look for another creator, all right? People are going, who's going to be the guy that does fun metal things now? It's not going to be Nik. We lost Finn McKenty, all right? Maybe a Tank the Tech. He's going on tour soon. Bro, the community needs more creators, okay? Neopunk FM, they're slowing down. Well, now they're picking back up, but they slowed down for a bit. We need bigger creators. We need more creators. If you're interested in content and you like this music, start a channel. Right now is the time because we have the viewers. We just need the creators. But I do feel like without Nik, we kind of lose that bridge because he is the bridge from creator to like mainstream bands. Like he just did an interview with Jeremy McKinnon of A Day to Remember. Shit like that. And I do feel like things will get stale in the creator side of things without Nik. But hey, man, like, if you're a creator, use this opportunity to grow, use this opportunity to try to claim that crown while he's down. Yo, that was fucking bars. And by the way, I'm not trying to say that as like, yeah, feed Nik to the wolves. No, because he cemented his spot. You know what he did? He's killing it right now. Nik, like, he left at the perfect time. I've said it before, but he left at a great time because he's on top of the game. He's taking a hiatus, which means he's not a dying star. He's not gonna fizzle away. He modern baseballed us, okay? He didn't yellow card us. No shade to yellow card, but if you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. Basically what I'm saying is he cemented his place. Whenever he comes back, he's gonna come back bigger and better than ever because he's leaving as a giant. He's leaving as a titan. And truly no one can take that crown from him. No one can. Anyway, that's that. Yesterday we spoke about the new Falling in Reverse tour. Click here to go watch it because, yo, those bands on that tour, Twitter is chewing them the fuck out. You gotta watch that.